All right, you all. I am live. I don't have the camera on me because this is not my gas price. Actually, this is cheaper than what most people are paying. But I am purchasing gas right now, so I'm gonna do this live stream. It's windy out here, so you all let me know how the sound is. I don't want to use my rewards, so we're gonna do a lesson from the gas. You all can see I have to use because of my nails. I have to use my clippers to get the gas with. So let's do this. I want to make it live and real. Some people just think this is like a host. Some people just think, hey, okay, gas prices will be down. Let's see, get this out. Let me tell you something. This is just a test, right? This is just a test to see how many people. The government do things. They test prices of things to see how many people will react first. I hope I'm not $64, but I usually feel like it's half the time. So let me know if you all can hear me well again. It's windy out here. So if I need to go inside my Jeep while I'm feeling low, let me know. But as you can see, price is going, the dollar is going faster than the gallon, right? And I'm at a half a tank, so I should be good. And I want to do this live stream while I'm here because, some people, they need to see stuff in real time to understand like where we are headed, what we're doing. Um, Gas price is going to increase in June, but that's really not the purpose of this live stream. The purpose of this live stream is to give you a teachable moment about inflation, about taxes, debt, and inflation, and why, if you don't use debt in the correct way, and why taxes and inflation is your biggest expense. Now, I can't control gas price. This is why big business owners get uh, richer, right? Because they're able to adjust with inflation or adjust with the government, right? Across from me at this gas station, it's a grocery store, right? It's a grocery store, so it's not bad for me. $45, 49 for just 10 gallons. Ain't bad, but it ain't the best. So let me get inside my Jeep. And what happens is, make sure it's full. Um, what happens is now truckers and drivers, because diesel and gas has increased, have to tell the grocery store that or grocery stores how my prices have increased, right? My delivery surcharges are higher, and so I have to charge you higher to deliver these produce and these goods and services, right? So now the buck is passed on to consumers. Now the buck is passed on, and so if you're not doing anything differently, this is why um, someone gave me this duck yesterday. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? This is why, you people would be. You go in the gas station right now, $20, and give it to the cashier. You're not even you can't get over 4 gallons of gas, right? You can't get over 4 gallons of gas. I think I'm just gonna keep the the duck on while I drive. You can't get over 4 gallons anywhere. You can't get over 4 gallons. And so, with that being said, people, if you don't change what you're doing right now, if you don't start income shifting, if you don't start getting some of that money back to you for a small investment of $129, you are not going to survive at all by June. At all. By June, you're not going to make it. You got some people right now that's they're trying to do everything that they can think that's possible or feasible. Let me see if I can switch my camera. That's right, Jesus. Let me see, can I switch my camera view, you all? Give me a second. You know how my nails are, and I'm not cutting them because I took too long to grow them. I don't cut growth. I cut things that don't grow. I don't cut things that do grow. So my nails decide to grow. So hey, all right, they stand with me. Forget my hair. It's like I told you all, it was very, very windy outside, and so people are trying to carpool. They're trying to do whatever they can to save gas prices, except get a financial education. So let me break this down for you real quick. This is not a conspiracy theory. Right? People think this is conspiracy theory because they don't study. And Jesus, I'm glad you're on. You can help me with this. People don't study, so they say this is conspiracy theory. When the government, it wasn't until after the Great Depression that the government even began to tax, right? After the Great Depression, the government began to tax. God, y'all excuse my hair. I mean, it is like windy, 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 windy out here. So the government began to tax after the Great Depression. Now, when taxes was done then after the Great Depression, it was only for household, right? In 1945, for households earning over $500 annually, first of all, right? $500 annually. And then the government came to the citizens like this. They pitched this concept to them. Um, we need you all to help us get out of this financial crisis. This is the purpose of taxes, right? They came with that political plot. Not a conspiracy theory, just look it up. And so in 1945, they started passing the Employment Tax Act. Now, in 1945, however, the citizens used to get a statement. The citizens used to get a statement from the government saying this is what your tax dollars went. This is what we did to the highways, the byways. This is we went to schools. Now, mind you, that only state taxes are going to repair roads for schools and all that. That's not where your federal taxes go. Your federal taxes go to the Federal Reserves, which is not federal. They're not reserved, and they are not banks. So that's where Fed taxes go. Fed is no federal than FedEx. Feds are private institutions, private banking institutions, ran and controlled by private families. Now, I won't elaborate on that. And so it used to be where the government would provide this to the citizens, right? And tell them where the tax dollars are going. Then they flipped it. See, the more, and I'm saying this with love, I'm not saying this disrespectfully, but the more ignorant people get about their money, taxes, and finances, right, the more they are preyed upon, not PRAY, PREY, by the powers that be. And so then they start saying, okay, well, we're going, and now mind you, now the people gold, real money, the people that were rich and wealthy enough to have gold in their possessions right before this tax law came. So first they took the gold from the rich and wealthy first. They said you either have 10 years in jail and or a $10,000 fine if you don't turn in your gold possessions, right? 10 years in jail and or a $10,000 fine. So of course, I don't want 10 years in jail or $10,000 fine. So the people took in their gold. Now the government did give them cash money for it, but that cash money, as you can see now, 2022, was designed to be devalued. It's designed to lose 40% of its purchasing power every year, right? So they gave them paper money with ink on it and signed the U.S. Treasury. They took away when it used to read gold certificate or silver certificate. And now it just says fiat currency. It just says $100, right? $1. And what's the difference between 100 and $1, right? Not much right now. It's not even much you can go in the store right now and buy with $1. But anyway, so back to my lesson. Um, they then used to give the citizens in 1945, after they took the rich and wealthy real money in 1933. Then they told the working class, okay, this is how we're gonna get you all. because you're not rich and wealthy. So this is how we're going to get you. We're going to pass an employee tax law. Now, most people believe in this Lasara Act and the government owes so many thousands of gold. But listen, if you cannot prove that your ancestors' gold was taken illegally by the government during these times, that does not relate to you, the Lasara Act. That's just a side note. And so it used to be the government will give financial statements of the money that they where the taxes were spent to the people. Now they flipped it and said, okay, we're going to give you all these um, W-2s at the end of the year, and now you're going to have to give us a statement. They flipped it. So not only are you taxed on your money up front through a job, or if you're a small business owner, you're taxed through FICA, Social Security taxes, state taxes in some states. Now you're taxed, or you make sure you're accurately taxed when you turn in that W-4 at the end of the year. And then not only do they tax you before your paycheck is converted from being gross, it's already gross. Then they just give you a little net of it, a little of your network. That's why it's called net. You just get a little of your network. You don't get all of it. You're not going to get the whole thing. You're going to get a little bit of your net profit that you have worked hard for, your hard labor. We're going to give you a little net profit of that. And then when you go out and spend money, we're going to tax your ass again. And we're going to call this retail taxes. So first we're going to name it paycheck taxes, FICA. Then we're going to tax you again after we give you a little net. We're just going to switch the tax name and call it retail taxes. And let me tell you something. If you do not invest $129 to income shift to stop being taxed out of your paycheck, then that's your decision. If you don't invest $129 and you're flipping Forex and crypto, or even if you're buying gold, right? Even if you're buying gold, even if you're buying silver, and you are planning on reselling that because you don't have a full financial education, you just got half of it. You just got half of it. That's why so many people are so allured to investing channels. They feel like, oh, if I could just invest, and that's good. You're better than probably 95% of the population. At least you have an investing mindset. But you need to learn the end game of it that Warren Buffett's talking about when he said it's not about the money that you making, it's about the money you're keeping. He's not talking about keeping money in a savings account. Hell, rich and wealthy people don't even use banks, and they sure don't use savings accounts because they get zero interest on that. He's talking about the money that you're keeping from the IRS, from the government, from the Federal Reserve, U.S. Treasury. That's the money you keep. That's why Shaquille O'Neal said, I made $1 million, and then I asked myself, who the hell is FICA? Because out of that million, he ended up with a half a million. And then he went out and bought liabilities, things that depreciate, like the new Mercedes. He didn't buy any assets until he got a financial education. That's why Antoine Walker can make millions in the NBA, and then after have a 6-year planning career, be broke again because of taxes. That's why the lady at Sonic, I mean not Sonic, I'm at Sonic, in an order something for my daughter. I'm saying Sonic. But that's why the lady in California that won Jeopardy, $1 million, after California state and government and IRS came, and then she's gonna get taxed again. She's gonna get taxed again whenever she spends what's ever left. So after her upfront taxes of California taxes, state taxes, blah blah blah, now she get ready to spend that 500K. She's going to be taxed again. And that's what you all understand. And I mean this, people, from the bottom of my heart. If you don't learn income shifting, if you don't want to invest a measly $100, you are not you are not going to make it in this great reset. You're not going to make it. I don't care what you're investing in. Listen, if you would have invested $10,000 in gold in 2011, $10,000 in 2011, gold per ounce was $1,573, I think. For the people that's been teaching you invest in gold, invest in gold. Look, Robert Kiyosaki said that to the rich and wealthy people. He's not talking to the middle class. He said that to the rich and wealthy people who want to convert their cash money. They have so much cash money into gold to preserve gold. That rich and wealthy people don't flip gold. Gold is not an investment for them. It's insurance. Some of you all don't have anything to insure. You don't have cash like that. So if you would have in 2011, you all know 1111 on my numbers. If you would have put $10,000 in gold in 2011 at $1,573, that would have got you only 6 ounces of gold. 6 ounces of gold. So roughly now, a little bit over 10 years later, right? 10 years later, you have gold at a little over 1900. Let's see what's the price of gold today. Gold prices today to be, let me make sure I'm being exact. So, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I don't care what you're investing in. If you don't have tax shelters, you're going to be broke again. So gold prices today is $1,934. So that means those 6 ounces of gold, 1943. I was just talking about 1945. Times 6 ounces would have been $11,658. So $10,000, 11,658 is $1,658. If you would have invested in gold in 2011 and held on for 10 years. So gold is an insurance. It's a store of wealth. It's not to grow money. And you got some middle class people who's trying to live by that philosophy because they don't have financial education. So I just want to share that with you. The price at the pump, your gas and grocery prices will increase as well, right? Just wanted you to see it live and in person and give you a financial lesson behind it. Queen out. You all be safe, be blessed, get your money up. I probably do a live stream later about Solana. I want to talk about Solana today, the crypto Solana. So make sure that you text this number on the screen, 254. It's $129 um, special promotional price going on now. And in the near future, this company, Home Based Business, that offer you the tax shelters that I'm telling you all so much about and help you fix and repair your credit and help you get more cash flow so you can have the money to invest, because I know inflation is eating your prices. Some of you don't have anything left over at the end of the month to invest, and that's why you have to flip. And now you got this capital gain bill. So text recession ready to 254-788-1144. You get your tax shelters that you need. You can earn additional cash flow. You can get your bills and your household bills, or if you have a brick and mortar business, you can get those bills from your cell phone, security, Sirius FM, internet, all of those reduce because now you are a business. As Jay-Z said, I'm not a businessman. I am a businessman. So now you become a business and not a highly taxed employee or small business owner for the Federal Reserve, aka U.S. Treasury, aka our IRS, aka government, aka Uncle Sam. You all be safe out there, Queen.